Bum, 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 bum. Osborne philosophy for beginners. Bum, 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 bum. Hi guys, and welcome to a new episode on this channel. And today we will be talking about Osborne's philosophy for beginners. Let's get started with a bit of this guy. And just don't mind him. Let's get started on today's episode. So today on Osborne Philosophy for Beginners, there is a lot to talk about. Here, in the Osborne Publishing books, there is a lot about philosophy and how we should even think about it and what philosophy actually is. And so, let's talk about what is philosophy for the first time ever. And let's engross yourself into this book. So let me find the right chapter for you guys. And boom, 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 you're in. So, what is philosophy? Now, philosophy is a big topic. It's like science. Except science is about the things you know. If either of these two cartoons to science topics is about those things you know, but philosophy is about the things that you probably can't and will never know. And that is what philosophy is. It asks questions about everyday life, like, why am I wearing this hat? Why am I wearing these glasses? Why do I have these circle things on my glasses? And actually, to be honest, I have no idea too. Why is my cat going to attack the mouse? Like, he has done that for like 5 times, I guess. Am I fated to read this book? Okay, I am fated to read this book. My mom will make me. I know it for sure. But how do you know it that for sure? Am I going to use this pencil? Well, maybe not. There's like a certain chance. Am I going to use this pen? I don't even know what pen it is. Am I going to use this timer? I haven't even figured it out yet. Am I going to use this cube block? I am using this cube block right now to demonstrate to you philosophy. Am I going to destroy this and turn it back into another cube? I'm pretty sure I will right now. Yeah. Am I going to pause this video and turn this thing and with these other objects into a cube? Oh, let's see. I pretty much did that. And that is all the exciting things about philosophy. You always ask things that you are not sure for certain. Am I sure that the sun will rise tomorrow? Well, I don't know. I've never seen the sun rise that well before. I have seen it set, but I have never seen it rise early in the morning. I almost never wake up at 7:30. I always wake up at like at 8 or later. And am I fated to read this book? I mean, I already read it, so yeah. That was a very stupid question. But philosophy is one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite subjects of all time, because you get to question things. Like, if you've ever watched the movie The Matrix, then are you sure that you are a single-handed flesh, like a human flesh, water, and blood body, or are you primarily a 0 and 1 digit computer? Or are you a brain inside a vat? Like, if this cube was a vat, then would your brain, if you're in real life, is your brain really inside here? Well then. And is a supercomputer giving you all the experiences that you're having, like watching this video, me recording it, and then uploading it onto YouTube? Is this the year 2105? Like 2109? While I am thinking that this is the year 2022? Are we actually in the past, like year 1995, while we're experiencing what it will probably be like in 2022? Am I a government experiment that was created? Is this cat having consciousness? Is this cat has any feelings? Does this cat even feel pain? Boop. Yep, it does. And what is pain? How do you know that something is incomplete? just because it lacks a piece. Does that mean it's incomplete? Well, we keep asking all of these philosophical questions. There's always one question I've always asked myself. Why philosophy? Why do I even do philosophy? Other than the reason for doing it for fun, you are pretty much doing philosophy almost every day. So unintentionally, you're still doing philosophy. Like, why am I supposed to clean my room? And then arguing. That's pretty much philosophy in everyday life. Why am I wearing this hat even though I don't want to? Well, that's also arguing with someone else, or unless you agree with that guy, okay, I give up. Other than the give up part, that is philosophy. Why am I thinking? Why does everyone tell me that this is red? Why can't this be, I don't know, pink? Or why can't it also be blue? Yeah, why can't just this be the same name as this? And why is the color orange the same name as the fruit orange? Other than that they are the same color. That is one of the most important questions that we have probably ever asked ourselves. And some may happen, bad ideas like, yeah, raise. I want a raise. Can I have a raise? That philosophy in action. I mean, unless you got kicked out, it's philosophy. Unless you get kicked out, it is philosophy. If you keep arguing. There are some bad ideas, or at least bad arguments for proofs in philosophy. That, like, take this argument for example. That there is a God. God is the greatest thing in my imagination. Things that are the greatest thing have to exist in the real world and the imaginary world. Since God is the greatest thing, he cannot just exist in my imagination. He can also exist in the real world. So he has to exist in both the imagination and the real world. So therefore, God is real. That's a really, very, very, very bad argument for proving that God is real. For instance, how do you know that things are always in the real life as well as you are thinking of them in your imagination? If you are thinking of it in your imagination and it's not in real life, then does that mean that it's not real? And if you just think that it's in your imagination, but at 5 years later, 5 years ago it was created, and then 5 years later you discover that it is real, and then you discover that the time you were imagining it, someone else already invented it, does that count? And so, yeah, it reflects everything of the God as an island, and does that make sense? When someone actually set the island argument and the island God argument to the God person who actually did create the God argumenter was like, hey, this can only go for celestial things. It cannot be for us, island, earth, just God only. Okay, something was like that, but it wasn't like that. And how do you know you exist? Keep thinking philosophical questions. There is no end to philosophy. And if you want to learn about philosophy, I highly recommend the Crash Course Philosophy episodes on the YouTube channel Crash Course, hosted by Hank Green. And that's about it. Philosophy isn't just an ancient thing. It's also a modern thing also. Philosophy is still being studied by everyone. Even though you might not know it, you probably are doing philosophy like saying, why am I going to trust this video? That's philosophy in action there. See you guys in the next episode. And peace. Now a bit of a word from Cloud the Cat. Hi guys. Bye-bye. Subscribe. Click either of these 2 videos. Click the ring the bell button. Share it. Bye-bye. Now go eat.